It's about 45%.
Head coach Adam Gase is bringing a new energy to the practice field at Forum Park. His rise to the Jets began on the coaching tree of one of the game's best.
We recruited a quarterback from his high school. They both came to Michigan State. Eventually, Adam sort of wandered over and wanted to try to help out, in the football area some kind of way. Seemed like a pretty industrious, bright guy. Sort of gave him something to do, and he did it really, really well.
Whatever they asked, what anybody wanted. A video guy was missing, and they were like, go up in the condor, you got to shoot practice. Which I had a huge fear of heights at the time, and I just remember being up there in spring practice, shooting practice, and it was like gusting the winds. I'm like, this is how it's going to end right here. Just started hanging out in the video room, which was with the GAs. So it's just, I just kept, like, I was around. I was just one of those guys that I was able to be a fly on the wall. It just was an obsession. It just became something where it was, I couldn't see myself doing something else.
Never hesitated to do whatever anyone asked him to do. I never knew if he'd be an offensive coach, a defensive coach, or whatever, but learned very quickly and understood football extremely well, the concepts of the game and game management and those types of things. So where he's at now was never a surprise to me.
Learning under Saban was a master's class for Gase. It was a foot in the door to the coaching fraternity and an opportunity that he wasn't going to let slip through his fingers.
You look at him as a huge authority figure. You just try to do the right thing all the time. You didn't want to let him down. I always appreciated the fact that he was a worker. Like, you saw him in the office all the time. He was always working. He was always watching tape. He was always very active on the practice field, working with the corners.
Saban was hired by LSU, and he brought Gase with him to Baton Rouge. For an up-and-coming graduate assistant, working on the Tiger staff was a front-row seat to coaching wizardry.
My first year at LSU was when actually hearing Coach Saban call a game. You know, we were playing in a Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl. We were playing Georgia Tech. We got done with the first quarter, and Nick's like, I'm calling. And he started calling. It's the only time I ever heard him call it. Third down. Pass is intercepted. Put it right in the arms of Lawrence. But he's tackled by Godsey. Everything they did, he had like the perfect defense on. Godsey to throw. Up the far sideline. Gotten in. And right there is Clark. I just remember like, man, wow, this guy is really good.
Been in this spot a couple times. Play action.
I think that even got more juiced up as far as one and that whole. Why was he one step ahead? Oh, I'm on today. I'm on today.
Hey, no, it takes one. Mike 57. On my side.
Great So good. It was so good.
You just compared me to Peyton. I mean, it ain't easy.
That one play.
Gase's road to the Jets gave him the opportunity to work with some of the brightest minds in the game, including future Hall of Fame quarterback Peyton Manning.
Six-man pressure. Peyton throws. Homer and goes. Got Julius Thomas there. Thomas with the touchdown, and there's the record. Peyton Manning's 51st touchdown pass of the year.
Changed my career. You were competing with.
Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the Miami Dolphins. Two one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
All right, y'all, let's give them something easy out the block. See what we can do with it.
Let's go! Brand 38! Brand 38!
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle. It's tight end. That'll bring up second down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road,
it took too long to make his cut.
You absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They'll drop the throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Crawford. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
Come on, let's go!
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Buying time to his left. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Over the middle, complete. That's Crawford. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Flex round! Flex round! Here we go! Brand 38!
They go play action here on 1st down. That's caught. It's Thomas. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll go with Foreman. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to
and he is in. Touchdown, Miami. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Dolphins take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They're going to look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get to the 29.
Tight end up out of there.
Brought down there.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there?
Let's go, MJ.
Absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
A very good return that time.
Ooh, he done.
And it'll be Dolphin football. Then the Dolphins getting set to go here. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Not who I needed hurt.
It's a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two.
That's the last person we fucking needed hurt. We are in trouble.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's got him in, complete.
Better get out that zone.
Field almost to the 40.
Damn.
Before being taken down. They give him a gain of 37.
You better get out that zone. You got cornerbacks as man coverage. Better use it. You in that zone, I'm going to slice you.
And strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And he's taken down
27. Why you stop running? I was looking for the block.
Gained 13 yards that time and another 1st down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
Now back to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this
he blitzed.
Incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want
figured
to throw
he
it
did.
too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
And An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll look to throw. And able to haul it in is Kittle. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
One of the advantages of zone defenses, I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Come on, come on, come on, come on. He in zone, he in zone, he in zone.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be stopped after a gain of...
When he didn't move, that messed up the play, and I ran out of time, so...
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain.
Come on, get to the line so I can call my audibles.
Otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult.
Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. He stay in the zone, so it's like he just gonna get beat up.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw.
Good pick.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Kevin King with a...
Because I didn't see him at all. He was in zone. He's sitting in zone all day.
They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5
I ain't even tripping. If he stay in zone, I'll just put in a sim report.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. Now a play fake here on first down. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted.
Goddamn right. That boy breastfeeding them damn wide receivers.
34-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Him not moving them people just like that, that automatically let me know he blitzing.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, look at Thomas wide open.
Told you.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It'll
Told
be a
you.
gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
Him bringing them up and leaving them like that when I shifted. He's still in the damn zone.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do.
Well, we lost our number one offensive lineman.
I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin.
No comment, man. No comment.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd inches.
Come on, let's go! Brand 38! Brand 38!
They'll try and pick it up by running the action to the right. And the athleticism on the spin move allows him to pick up the first before he's brought down. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
Flex round! Flex round! Ohio!
Switch it up. I ain't like what I was seeing. Switch it up.
They'll run it now out of the gun.
Damn, they coming from everywhere.
losing yardage to the 10-yard line.
Oh, because he was in that motherfucking zone again.
A yard, and it'll be second down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the
gonna
league
have
is
him
not
do
just
this.
a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays.
Y'all gotta block.
Exactly as we just saw there.
Y'all block, it's open.
Suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
He'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. The Dolphins on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw here. Being chased out left. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on.
Told you. I already knew what he was going to do. Very few people actually run man on the goal line.
You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed.
They always want to do that.
Coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it
But that play is perfect because you can't cover everybody.
Inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
Especially if you're in zone and just have them sit.
Because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
Thought he was going to come help me, but he didn't, so. All right. He got one.
Time for the Seahawks. 45 yards.
He got one.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
He got one.
Now let's go. 3-19.
It ain't over there.
And on the ground they go with the running back.
Told you.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the
Because he got outside so fast, I knew he was going to try to spin.
And it'll be 2nd down.
That's easy. That's light work.
The defense is winning this game really at the point of attack. The offensive line is just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough 3rd down. Tough spot here, 3rd and 18, following back-to-back running plays that went in the wrong direction. And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early. Oh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Sure, that pass was incomplete.
He punted.
Get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And they had 3 points last time.
Not bad.
But they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, you're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super toe.
A big hitter there. A 1st down gain of 26 yards.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Crawford. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent game, but all for naught on the penalty.
That's too bad, isn't it?
It worked. It was just one of those type of things where I'm like,
The guys who just gave up that play.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And the hit jarred.
I tried to squeeze it in there.
It's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face,
I tried to squeeze it in there.
Difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Thomas has got it, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Starting to rack up the yardage here in this first
Stay in that zone.
5 catches now and a first down. A couple of first downs on the drive already. As they'll go from the 47 now on first down.
Tell them, stay in that
2
zone.
minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Miami after this. Looking to throw. And it pops free.
Bailed out by the CPU. They're getting bailed by the CPU.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top
I might
guy.
take that play out of my playbook. It's just, it's muddy. I don't like the way that looks.
Very quickly to the thrown football.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Looking to go back to Thomas again. 3rd down here.
No words, man. He playing on the D-line.
Because that incompletion's on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give him another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
Motherfucking right.
The Dolphin passing.
Stop trying to play on everybody. Oh, and if you stay in this zone, I'm reporting you, so you're going to have to make a decision. That boy been running his zone majority of the game, but that's fine. He can do that. I'm going to report his ass. All right, I told them boys I ain't playing this final season.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Steps away to his left. Throw left side complete. That's Crawford. And he's going to
I'm going to run nothing but zone beaters.
30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
I'm going to take his ass. Oh, yeah. You better back off. You damn right I saw that.
They'll set up a throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And it's a
I had a feeling that animation. That boy had to back off.
Possession here. And the defense not able to get it.
Once I said something, then he felt cocky, but nah, you was already busted.
The ball is loose.
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Michael Thomas.
Running that motherfucking Y cross, motherfucker. Damn, I shanked it. I shanked that one.
Looking a lot comfortable here at home. They lost last week in the opener on the road, but there's something about
that was more of like an H cross. But hey, the concept still worked the same.
Because you're playing the same game. The field's the same, size. We know all of that.
Oh, excuse me.
Sometimes when you do things well, you get that extra push from your home fans, and it elevates your game.
And in the driver's seat right now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Good job so far, y'all.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation.
Getting jiggy with it.
The clock showing just 16 seconds till the half as they line up 1st and 10.
Man, I am not in the right defense. I'm not in the right defense.
They're going to halt the action here. It's a timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one.
Getting jiggy with it.
On play action, they'll throw. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line.
No.
5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
Tough first half.
Getting jiggy with it.
But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on this.
Eric doing pretty good so far, calling these plays, man. He's doing a pretty damn good job of varying it up, giving us some solid looks.
The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said?
I like what I see. I like what I see. Pinch him, pinch him.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling
it ain't open, coach.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's
Make him.
down. Despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. They'll run with Drake.
I love Minka, man.
Near the 25. They get 6 yards back on the run, but still have
I love Minka.
Situation forthcoming.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
He'll drop to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete.
Good shit, man.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. They give him 13 yards there.
Good shit.
A fresh set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. It's complete to
we know that concept because we done played folks that abuse it.
The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down.
Oh, I do have it in there. I was like, man, where my what's name
at?
at?
Estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Going for the deep ball. That's caught inside.
Damn, he held on to it.
And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. It's a big play on 3rd down for the Seahawks.
Damn it, he held on to it.
41 yards.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight.
Yeah, you ain't got the receivers to do no jump ball shit.
It's always a battle who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you offside. You get the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
On second down, it's Drake. Fighting through it, he's got space.
I don't like that.
And he will score.
I don't like that.
Touchdown, Seattle. Kenyon Drake, his first touchdown here of the new campaign.
I don't like that.
And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. The Seahawks offense staying put out on the field. They're going to go for 2. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
Man, come on, Madden.
Into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. Isaiah McKenzie now on the return.
Madden, don't start this shit. You know y'all notorious for this. Y'all know y'all notorious for this.
This is going to put him back with a not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return.
Y'all mad notorious for this. He in zone again because ain't nobody over there on the weak side. Well, I swear.
They'll look to throw now on first down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
Because I'm way up, I feel blessed.
And a first down.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well.
Yeah, he blitzed.
And holding it, maybe the wrong
Told you.
decision.
That's the only reason why that dude came off the side like that. He blitzed.
Go as a loss of 5.
It ain't hard. I can read it.
Second and long.
I can always tell when it's a blitz.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And time
they letting him get Superman speed on the D-line.
Taken down.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind.
Made no
the
damn
chains,
sense, man.
Like to say when you have obvious passing situations, hard to
that move right there.
Defense.
I don't even have no words for that.
You're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
They'll drop to throw. Now he'll escape to his left. He's got a man that's caught left sideline. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it.
Hey, I'll take it.
A heck of a play.
If he was a more athletic player,
short for 4th.
shit, we could have done more to that.
As he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. We punted 4 times.
That's horrible punt.
Last week as he gets this one away here. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. Gun. They'll look to throw. He lets it fly for Lockett, and that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 22.
I don't know how he got matched up on him, but
it's a big play there for Seattle, and even 50 yards.
I don't know how the hell that he got that matchup.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. A nice little juke. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They'll set up to throw. And he's got it. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Seahawks a 2-point conversion away from tying the game. Now the offense will stay out there. They're going to line up and try for 2. Back to throw. Dancing to his left.
You got greedy. He got greedy.
Remained down by 2 points. Should they have kicked it there?
Third quarter, I'm okay with it. Maybe first or second, you don't. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, again, I keep coming back to I don't like to chase a lot of points, but I also don't know what kicking an extra point being down 1 does for me.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
It was a lot more of them over there than I was expecting.
On the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Buying time to his left.
Oh, cheesy ass interception.
Good move at the 30. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly.
Lord
7
Jesus.
picks between last week and this
good
week
old Madden.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
On first down, Drake. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Detroit! Detroit! Back 99 Philly, here we go!
Back now in Miami. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. And they'll run it here. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
He's so determined to spin.
A few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul-searching on 4th down. 1 score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They only get a hard-fought yard, but that's all they needed. It pays off the decision to go for it, 1st and goal. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. first and goal, Drake. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Now back to throw. He dumps it off to Drake. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Eric Ebron, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Seahawks have taken the lead here in the 4th. So from 3 scores down, these guys have fought all the way back to grab the lead. And I'll just tell people what happened when they went up 3 scores. I wrote onto your paper 2 words, game over, and now I'm eating those words. I was wrong.
A little salt, a little pepper,
Yeah,
goes down pretty easily.
I will admit when I make a mistake.
Well, it looked like it was going that way. This is one of those paging Frank Reich moments, and I can't believe I just brought that up, because Frank Reich at Maryland in college did it to my Tennessee Volunteers, and that was a big reason why my team lost.
Sounds like you still harbor some pain from that game.
You know, we still got a little time to work it out with the doctor.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Being chased out left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Crawford. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And that is incomplete. Thomas, the intended target, and it's 3rd down. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
They're going to look to throw. Looking again for Thomas, this time complete. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. And a nice gain of 21 yards. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10.
Ohio! 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 Ohio!
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And some room to work. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A great play there.
He's shifting too much.
Second touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins have taken the lead here in the 4th. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
He's shifting too much.
He'll look to throw. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. Ooh, a juke.
Nice juke.
Not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And out now come the Seahawks. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Out to his left. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
Come on, man.
Steps away to his left. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. Short throw pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. Let's see if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Give him 30 yards there. Back to throw now on first down.
Got him. No.
Into pressure right. And this is
that should have been a what's the name? Because he had a dude over there. That's the only thing that saved him. But yeah, that should have been a intentional grounder.
Or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. And that one almost intercepted. Call it a 50-50 ball. It falls incomplete, and now 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Wow.
Did he keep the feet in?
Yeah.
Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge.
Wow.
And that's good enough for a first down.
They wouldn't let me pick it off.
Pick up there, and the drive will continue. He'll look to throw.
Nope.
And his throw here is incomplete.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 16. And he's able to
goddamn right.
Around the 27.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
I just told him play inside. He gonna come back to you.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
It looked bleak for a brief moment, but the defense stepped up. 2 interceptions, flipped the script. We up 10 with the ball.
Take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
370 offensive yards.
They run again with Walker. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Like, I just need somebody, man.
It was a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd down and 12.
We know he in zone.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he showcased the spin, but couldn't do much else as he's wrangled down. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
This will be fielded at the 17.
Great tackle.
Hard punt, not too shabby. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
They are belling his ass out.
And probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter, and find.
He gonna get hurt. You doing too much.
Down here at the 23. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down.
He going to get hurt because you're doing too much.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
Come on, Madden.
That's Richardson. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Looking to throw. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Back to throw here.
Got him.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. He's picked off just shy of midfield, and this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. Well, I know at points in this one you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for the Dolphins, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Tennessee Titans come to town. Meanwhile, for the